Hello, it's Jameson Palmer. First of all, congratulations on making your way to this presentation. I have to say that I'm more excited to share this information with you than anything that we've seen in this industry in a really long time. You're about to see how $100 turns into $238,928 in less than 8 weeks with no paid advertising. And one of the things that's interesting about this, the gentleman who was able to get these kind of results had just gone through a bankruptcy. He had his car repossessed and a foreclosure on his home. He actually had to scrape together $100 to get started. And he also started with no prior contacts and no email list. So it's a pretty incredible story. So we're going to talk about how he was able to do this and how you can get started doing the exact same thing. Now, I do want to make sure that we give a proper earnings disclaimer here. We're going to be talking about money. You're going to see some pretty incredible numbers. And so I do want to make sure that we're FTC compliant. I want you to understand there are no implied guarantees. We're simply going off of our personal results and the results of our partners. And when it comes to internet marketing, most people don't do anything. And of course, if you're not going to do anything, we can't make any promises and we can't make any guarantees. Now, before we go any further, you may be wondering, who is Jameson Palmer and why should you listen to me? Well, I'm not one of the so-called gurus. For almost 20 years, I've been selling everything from information products, tangible goods, supplements, and more. We've been creating top selling offers in some of the most competitive markets, weight loss, bodybuilding, financial, and we've been able to do some pretty ridiculous numbers to the point where I knew most people would never believe it. So I've been documenting campaigns. I've been logging into accounts live, showing the numbers. Here you can see $352,709. That's over 30 days for a single product. Here's $591,887. That's over 30 days for a single product, and that's just one account. Now, I've been logging into bank accounts, merchant accounts, and showing these kind of numbers consistently for quite a few years now. I've scanned in check stubs, checks for tens of thousands of dollars. I have boxes of check stubs. Here's a recent Chase bank statement. I like to keep about $250,000 liquid in this account to play with as I talk about in my newsletter. So like I said, I've been showing these kind of results, this kind of undeniable proof over and over again for quite a few years now. And I'm not saying that you're going to jump in and you're going to start doing these kind of numbers. I've been doing this for almost 20 years and it's taken me some time to get to this level. And I'm not showing you this to brag or to try to impress you. I simply want you to understand why I'm someone that you'd want to listen to. Very few people in this industry have ever done these kind of numbers before. And I've been doing it consistently over and over again from the comfort of my home office. So I know what works. I know what's effective. And over the years, I've taught thousands of people around the world how to create a real profitable business on the internet. Many of these people have learned these methods and have gone on to become top earners in a variety of different businesses. You can listen to what some of these people have to say below this video. And we already have more success stories than anyone else that I know of in this industry. And we are just getting started. Like I said, you're about to see how one of our partners recently turned $100 into $238,928 in less than 8 weeks with no paid advertising, which is unheard of in this industry, and how you can get started doing the exact same thing. And you're about to understand why this is possible in just a moment. Before we get to that, I want to talk about something that no one out there talks about. As you may or may not know, 99% of people fail when trying to make money on the internet. And it's really no surprise when you understand what I'm about to share with you. One of the big reasons that so many people are failing is they're listening to the wrong people. Most of the people out there teaching, most of the so-called gurus have never made any real money online themselves. So it's kind of like the blind leading the blind. If you want to make a lot of money online, then you want to listen to the people that are making a lot of money online and do the things that they're doing. That makes sense, right? Now, another big reason that so many people are failing is they randomly choose something to promote. And when you randomly choose something to promote or a business to get involved with, most of the time, it's not going to work. Yeah, you may get lucky every once in a while. However, that's not the way to build a long-term sustainable business. You see, we do things differently. We usually know that we're going to make money before we even get started because we do the market research. And after doing this for almost 20 years, I know what to look for. And that's why we've been able to do these kind of numbers consistently for many years. So here's something to understand. To make real money online, and this applies to business in general, you must capture the right opportunity at the right time. This is how businesses make a lot of money, and this is how people become wealthy very quickly, is by getting out in front of the right opportunity at the right time. Think about this. If you're out there selling 8-track cassette tapes, which some of you may not even know what those are, most likely you're not going to make any money. It's not the right opportunity at the right time. And some of you are struggling because you're out there trying to promote 8-track cassette tapes. It's never going to work. Again, the real money is made by capturing the right opportunities at the right time. Now, to give you an example and really drive this point home, many people know that we're involved in the health insurance industry. And right now, the big buzz in the industry is around Obamacare, right? Well, we have health insurance plans that circumvent Obamacare, that are exempt from Obamacare, that offer better quality insurance for less money. And we're the only company in the market that's able to offer these plans. Now, you can see the opportunity with this, right? This is an example of the right opportunity at the right time. In fact, this is the greatest opportunity in the health insurance industry today. You see, we don't just go after opportunities, we go after the best opportunities in the marketplace. Like I said, this is how the real money's made. It makes sense, right? So if you're struggling, chances are you're listening to the wrong people and you're not capturing the right opportunities at the right time. And if you're randomly picking things to promote, yeah, you may get lucky, but chances are it's never going to work. Now, to capture the opportunity in the health insurance market, you have to be a licensed insurance professional. So it's not something that just anyone can do. So the question is, what is the right opportunity at the right time for you? Well, as you may or may not know, online gaming is one of the most profitable markets on the internet. So before we go any further, listen to the latest news about what's happening in this industry right now today.
Did you know that Americans gamble as much as $1 trillion every year? And now, thanks to a big change, those numbers are about to soar, turning your living room into a virtual casino. Here's ABC's Matt Gutman.
Starting now, Sin City can come right into your home.
You don't even have to pay for a cab to get to the casino.
Critics are railing at the Justice Department's recent decision, which gives states the authority to legalize online gambling and lotteries.
We're about to see this explosion of internet gambling sweep across the nation.
Illegal online poker, already a $6 billion a year industry, say experts. Once legal,
just online poker alone will generate up to $12 billion a year legally for the states.
Within a year, it could eclipse Hollywood's annual box office haul. And the online gaming bonanza has already begun in Nevada and D.C., where millions of Americans can now roll the dice or up the ante from the comfort of their own home.
Pretty interesting, right? Like I said, online gaming is one of the most profitable markets on the internet. And we knew this was coming. I have a friend that lives out in Las Vegas. He's friends with the mayor of Las Vegas. And he was talking about how online gaming is about to become legal throughout the United States. And even though this hasn't happened yet, online gaming did over $45 billion over the last year. And this market is expected to triple to $150 billion by 2015. So this is a massive emerging market. And people that get out in front of this are going to have an opportunity to earn an absolute fortune. Well, this is a chance for you to get out in front of this and share in the profits. This is what allowed one of our partners to start with just $100 and turn it into over $200,000 in less than 8 weeks. And he's not the only one. I'm going to show you the kind of money that can be made with this in just a moment. First, let me introduce you to I2G, Infinity to Global. What this company has done is they've made it possible for you and me to be able to profit from online gaming and entertainment. And just wait until you see the kind of money that I'm talking about here. That's what grabbed my attention. I've never seen anything like it. So what they've done is they've combined social networking, which people absolutely love, and they've combined it with online gaming and entertainment while giving us a way to share in the profit. We're talking about the largest, most profitable markets on the internet. So first we have Infinity Casino, What they've done is they've partnered with top experts in the gaming industry. This company's been around for over 10 years. They have 15 other casinos. They have a tier 1 license, which is the best license that you can have in this industry. The casino has all the most popular games, live dealers, the whole 9 yards. And with Infinity Casino, you're able to profit anytime someone places a bet online worldwide. Now, of course, it's not legal to gamble in all 50 states quite yet. And that's part of the beauty of this, because we're getting out in front of the market. And the way this is set up, you are able to profit anytime someone places a bet anywhere else around the globe. And it's already available in 88 countries. And not only that, I2G is sharing 75% of the profit with people like you and me. And you're going to see the kind of potential we're talking about in just a moment. And then we have the social networking platform. There's nothing else out there like this. It's taken over 8 years and over $20 million to develop this technology. Yahoo tried to buy it and was turned down. It's been valued at over $200 million. It combines all your different social networks so you can manage everything from one interface. And there's so much this platform can do. You can upload unlimited videos, audios, and images, live feeds from your outside social networks. It's got video chat, voice over IP, instant messaging. You can send and share files. You can live broadcast to thousands of people at a time, screen sharing, and much, much more. And they're going to continue to build this out. They're going to continue to add more functionality, and everything else is going to be built on top of this platform so that the gaming and entertainment becomes social. Pretty powerful, right? And understand, this is just the beginning. Even though the casino's been around for over 10 years, I2G is just getting going. The plan is to become a global gaming and entertainment brand. We're talking about downloadable music, concert and event tickets, online movies, and much more. And part of the plan is to buy up brick and mortar casino resorts as well, and us being able to profit from all of it. So I don't know if you're able to really grasp the kind of potential that we're talking about here. We're talking about profiting from the largest and fastest growing segments, both online and offline. The potential is truly mind-boggling. And one of the real beauties is there's no competition. No other company out there is doing anything like this. And even though this is brand new, it's already working better than you can possibly imagine. Now, before we talk about the money, if you're like me and you like to know about the people behind the company, I've done the due diligence, and I can tell you that the management team is very impressive. Rick Mikey is the president and CEO of the company. I've spoken to Rick at length a number of times, and I'm very impressed with him as an individual. He's very well spoken, has a clear vision. He has over 25 years in this industry. He's owned companies that have generated over $100 million in sales, and he has a proven track record both in the US and internationally. Like I said, I'm very impressed with Rick Mikey. And it was after speaking with him personally that I knew that this was something that I wanted to be part of. I believe he has the background and the experience to make this happen. Okay, so enough about that. We're going to talk about most people's favorite part. You're probably thinking, show me the money. So there are actually 6 different ways of getting paid in I2G. I'm not going to go into the compensation plan in this presentation. You can learn more about that on the next page. And you know you understand the compensation plan when you have a hard time sleeping at night. For now, I want you to see the kind of results people are getting and the kind of money that's being made with I2G. And so first, I want you to hear from one of our partners who was able to take $100 and turn it into over $200,000 in less than 8 weeks by getting involved with I2G.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm not very techy. I have a worldwide organization and I don't even know how to Skype. Well, last year was a tough year for me financially. The worst things that can happen to someone. First of all, I had a bankruptcy. Second of all, I had a repossession of my car. And third of all, I had a foreclosure on my house. It couldn't get much worse than that. And then thank God that the I2G, in my first month, August 3rd I started, I made more money than most people make in a year. And then last week, in 1 week, the 6th week, I made the same amount of money. So it's just changed from rags to riches, so to speak.
So that's one of our partners, Dennis. You can see him up on stage here with a check for over $178,000. That's for a single month's commission. Like we talked about, he was having some serious financial problems, scraped together the money to get involved with I2G. and was up over $200,000 in less than 8 weeks in the business. I just spoke to Dennis the other day. At week 14, he's up over $700,000. His income is growing exponentially. He's only referred 32